say they annihilate the greats. Just a little envision is what it takes. I've been ducking fakes, prices climbing, they know I'm worth the rate. I'm pushing plates, no wonder my league is heavyweights, we gon' be on. Word is bond, this ain't no sing-along, I'm coming strong. 97 is what I'm rolling on, I set the tone. If you trippin' to get you drag along, I set it calm. So you niggas ain't gotta be alone. Permission gotta be granted, oh when this shit is given. To each his own, but I ain't working for 'em for commission. So you gon' always feel a difference when you stay persistent. Only a couple niggas in this really be consistent. I've been told I'm the one that could get it. They set the crown on my head and I think that it's fitting. She said the sound of my voice give us spiritual healing. I'm elevating every time I might jump through the ceiling. I've been healing. I'm losing my balance so I could get the leverage. It's been a minute since I had an alcoholic beverage. I figured out I'd be okay if they just get the message. Hoping that y'all get my vision, got me really stressing. Yeah, I'ma ride on the left and tell them niggas that deny you the moment is near. I see exactly through you niggas, I'm looking at shit. But all I shoulda, coulda, woulda, it sounded like fear, I'm out of ear. Yeah, see they drowning in pity. When I recognize my gift, I move city to city. They ask me how many I got and I say it's like 50. See, I've been working like a slave so these niggas can feel me, y'all don't hear me. Yeah, to the day that I'm gone. To the day that I'm gone. I'ma be working like a slave to the day that I'm gone. You gotta cut them niggas off that be leading you wrong. Yeah, to the day that I'm gone. To the day that I'm gone. I'ma be working like a slave to the day that I'm gone. You gotta cut them niggas off that be leading you wrong. Yeah, I promise my people a coup. The infrastructure that I'm building gon' cut off the roof. I'm peeping that these other niggas ain't living they truth. It ain't no secret what I do when I'm off in the booth. You see the proof. Yeah, I'ma say what I mean. They say the money and the fame always come in between. See, it's gon' be a special moment with God intervene. It's like the lows come along with chasing the dream. You know the scheme. Yeah, got the soul of a titan. I'm the newest superstar, perform like I'm Zion. Yeah, we gon' really see the flaws when pressure applying. They would've thought we had a ladder, how niggas is climbing, so we shining. Yeah, to the day that I'm gone. To the day that I'm gone. I'ma be working like a slave to the day that I'm gone. You gotta cut them niggas off that be leading you wrong. Yeah, to the day that I'm gone. To the day that I'm gone. I'ma be working like a slave to the day that I'm gone. You got to cut them niggas off that be leading you wrong. Yeah. Yeah. For real. They better know we coming. They better know it. Yeah.
The combo you have with yourself when you outside of the opportunities, but you know your actions and your mentality are success. But the reality of your situation isn't.
What up with it? It's up, man. Logo talk, man. We vibing out a little bit, man.
Just a
let the
little
room build up.
Is what it takes. I've been ducking fakes. Prices climbing, they know I'm worth the rate.
The homie T-Roll on the music right there, man. We'll hang out, talk some Gator football, man. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. This Logo talk. Hit that retweet for me. It don't cost nothing. Let's
If
show
you
love.
tripping to get you drag along, I said it calm.
Tennessee
So
might
you
what it do
niggas
out of the
ain't gotta
615,
be
man.
alone.
Everybody in the
Permission
comments,
gotta
man. I
be
appreciate y'all for
granted,
hanging
when
out
this
with
shit
me,
is
man.
given to each his own, but I ain't working
Streets is
for
hot, so I figured I'd jump on here and
See, you
talk some
gon'
football,
always
man. If y'all want to join the cast,
Only
go on
a
my
couple
profile. I
niggas in
tweeted
this
the
really
link.
be consistent.
When
I've
you
been
come in the
told
show,
I'm
just
the one
hit that
could
mute,
get it.
quiet
They
down a
set
little
the
bit, man. We
crown
finna
on
vibe
my
out a little
head
bit,
and I
hang
think
out.
that is fitting.
Talk some
She
Gator
said the
football.
sound of my voice give a spiritual healing. I'm elevating every time I might jump through the ceiling. I've been illin'. I'm losing my balance so I could get the leverage. It's been a minute since I had an alcoholic beverage. I figured out I'd be okay if they just get the message. Hoping they all get my vision, got me really stressing.
This logo talk, man. We just gonna talk some quick.
And tell
Dallas Wilson, transfer portal,
I see exactly through you
questions,
niggas, I'm
all of
looking
that,
at
man. We
shit.
hanging out a
But
little
all I
bit, man.
shoulda,
Finna
coulda,
kill the
woulda,
music.
it sounded like fear, I'm out of ear. Yeah,
This is my
see they
shit, so
drowning
I gotta
in
let it
pity.
run a little bit.
When I recognize my gift, I move city to city. They ask me how many I got and I say it's like 50. See, I've been working like a slave so these niggas can feel me, y'all don't hear me. Yeah, to the day that I'm gone. To the day that I'm gone, I'ma be working like.
What's up with it? We hanging out. Solo right now. Nobody has joined the cast. No Spence. It's just your boy, Corey. Some may still call me Silk, man. We hanging out a little bit, man. The vibes is big in Gainesville. This is Logo Talk. If y'all don't mind, smash that retweet, share it, quote, tweet it, like it, all of that. It help me climb the algorithms. I'm gonna do these a few times a week, man. I just got these started back. I used to do these back in the day. We just now getting the back rolling. I done did like 3 or 4 this week. Just vibing out, hanging out, man. As I feel inspired, I'll fire up the Logo Talk. Just hang out with the people. Happy holidays to everybody, man. It's that time of the year. We're only a couple days away from Christmas, Hanukkah, all Kwanzaa, whatever you may celebrate, man. No divisiveness over here. Happy holidays to everybody. It's good vibes in the 352 Florida Gators. What's a signing day? Huh? What's a signing day when you got Billy buyout bread, bro? Ain't no signing day, man. We do what we want to do. They can sign the Oregon, don't matter, bro. We going duck hunting. We'll go back and get our man from Tampa, bring him back to the sweet state of Florida, man. It's just never over. This is 2 years in a row where we gotten studs after signing day. There is no signing day. It's just acquiring talent, 12 months out the year, 365 days, just on the hunt to better the roster, bro. If there's one thing I'm gonna give this staff flowers for, is talent acquisition. They be on their thing, man. Some of the star ratings you may not like here and there, but in a couple of years it started to show itself in development. It's just from top to bottom, I think the roster is super impressive. We definitely could get better in some positions. No roster in the country is perfect, but considering the bag that they was dealt from Dan Mullen and where we at right now is night and day. We got some receivers on campus, man. We already got a mean defensive line, mean running back room. Like, you look everywhere, bro. Like, we got an offensive line that's returning that should be stout, should be solid, to good. Bro, this is one of the best rosters we had in a long time. We all know what we missing. I ain't gonna harp on it too much. But we all know what we're missing, and we'll see if we get the offensive coordinator in a little bit. But right now, the talent is booming. Who I got? You ain't got a full name right there. Say RM, man. What's up with it, my guy? All right, we'll remove you from the scene, bro. I don't know if you're ready. If you're behind the scenes, you got your mic off and your camera off. But yeah, Dallas Wilson, 5-star receiver out of the Tampa area, ends up flipping early in the week. News kind of started leaking out from the Oregon side that he was having some second thoughts about heading out there to Eugene, and then by midweek, the cat was out of the bag. I know everybody's behind the scenes was trying to keep it on the low, but the cat got out of the bag midweek. The team was out in Tampa. It kind of set a good situation, man. He was able to come over to the bowl game, you know, work that relationship with DJ Lagway. Like, it just all worked out kind of perfect for us. I know he has some family stuff and some other things that made him want to stay home, but this is how it should be. The best receivers, and it's not just Florida. Like, watching Jeremiah Smith last night, watching TJ Moore last night, Florida boys out of the state just cooking. We breed the best skill positions in the country, but they've been going everywhere else. So for us to finish this cycle with, not Eugene Wilson, I'm sorry, Dallas Wilson, VB3. I love Nashawn Montgomery. I love the whole room, but you got 3 Florida boys that can absolutely cook. So it's just a perfect way to end the season in this recruiting cycle. I think they're gonna try to get one more tight end at National Signing Day, but I cannot be mad at it, man. Great day. We got a few commits, but hold on, I'm trying to catch up on all the comments. Hit the link, join the show if you're down to kick it. You want to come on here and talk some football with me. Flow Factory is definitely in the building. Ace, what's up, man? Pull up and hang out if you got time, man. We're just talking some commitments. Jonte Cook was on campus as well. Another guy that's out of Texas, formerly a wide receiver at Texas University. I know we had him on campus hanging out. He put some stuff from social media of him hanging out with Lagway. That's one we're still waiting on. From what I was told, it's been back and forth depending on which website, which message board, where you get your information from. Is he a take? Is he not a take? I've heard it both ways, but from what I think he's a take. Um, there's just some off the field stuff or some locker room stuff that they want to clear up, or any coach would want to clear up when you got a player that stopped playing in the middle of the season. And that's usually not a great sign. But the staff is going to vet it out. I think they're going to do, read the quarterbacks, on this as well. They're both from Texas. Ladway's from Texas. He's from Texas. So I think they'll get some input from the guys on the team, the captain's leadership on the team. Just my opinion. Just kind of see where this guy's at, and if you want to bring him to your locker room. But I don't get caught up, and I said this last live. I don't get caught up in locker room rumors of kids being cancers and all that. Yeah, that could be a thing. I'm not gonna be naive or gullible to it not being a thing. It definitely could be a thing, but you just don't know what these kids are promised in this NIL era, right? It's playing time that's promised, money that's promised, rosters change, transfers come in, snaps change. It's a lot going on. Texas is bringing in talent. They brought in Isaiah Bond. That's his name, right? What's the Bun kid first name? Isaiah Bun, I'm not mistaken. They brought him in through the port out from Alabama. I know that could change some things real quick when you bring it. It might shake up our locker room, to be honest with you. Like, as we're bringing these type of guys in, you're leveling up your floor. Your talent level is just going up a notch. So it's going to be some guys looking around, like, hey, what do I fit in all this? Heading into spring practice, it's going to be very interesting to see how the wide receiver and the running back room shake out, because just top to bottom, the rooms are super ridiculous. So we'll see how it all plays out. I don't want to put any names on people who I think may transfer. Everybody got their opinions out there, but I don't even know if they're done receiver. If they get Jonte in, I don't know if they go after another one. I know we do need some more defensive trenches. We need some defensive tackles for sure. Silver making the decision to go out to USC was definitely a dagger in what I wanted for this recruiting class, because it's not a lot of defensive tackles. So that was like a high commodity. He ends up going out west. So now, we'll see as playoff teams as well as playoff teams, both teams start to lose. Everybody got their eye on Clemson for a couple players. See if anybody from Clemson jumps in the portal. I don't think anybody else that really lost like that got no dogs in the trenches that has lost so far. But it's some other playoff team that players are gonna look around. It's just only natural, man. Thoughts on Livingston after the bowl game? I like him. He's athletic. He's a former basketball player, so you can see the athleticism. The Florida State game, I was concerned about his hands. And I also don't know if he's 100%. He had a serious injury coming in from high school, and he took some time to recover from that. So I still think he's getting back to his full athleticism. But I think next year we'll see exactly where he's at. But I like what I saw, in the bowl game. I like what I saw in the bowl game from a lot of guys, man. It was, even though the offense struggled, on that side of the ball, it just wasn't pretty. But I got to see some young offensive linemen. Uh, that game could have been ugly. And I think if we play our starters, it's just a different game. But I think Billy wanted to see the young boys as well in certain spots. So you sit Caleb Banks. Caleb Banks could have went, from what I was told. Same thing with Damian George. I heard those guys could have went. But I think Billy wanted to see what he had in his trenches a little bit. And we got to see that. Some young boys, man, shuffle that thing around a little bit. Run game was super strong. Latway made some poor throws. It's all a part of the process, though. Like they set Lagway up to be in a situation where, they didn't want him using his legs and breaking the pocket and doing too much. And as you see, whenever he did make a decent run, he was grabbing at that hammy a little bit. So he ain't 100% healthy. It's the last game of the year. It's also a great opportunity for him to work on his game with having to sit in the pocket, because that's not his game. He's most dangerous when he can RPO, move on the run, make people miss, and also, because he's not a run first quarterback, but when he breaks the pocket, he's looking to make a deep throw. That makes him more dangerous. But Tulane knew he wasn't. By a couple series, they kind of figured, yeah, that hammy's still not healed. Whole country know when you got injury, so they know that the hammy's not healed. Let's drop A in coverage, keep him in front of us, and make him make smart decisions. They gave us some sexy fronts, but he's a true freshman. He's gonna struggle with some things, and that's fine. I was just watching his demeanor to see if he was going to be shaken up. If he lost confidence, he didn't. He fought through the slumps and ended up getting MVP of the game. That's what dogs do. Hey, Robert, let me know if you're ready, man. Just hit your mic. I got somebody named Robert in the archive. I don't want to bring you up on the show if you're not ready. Do y'all know the link y'all hit is to join the show? If you click on the link, the live is just on the profile picture on Twitter. But if you click on the link, that's to join the show. If you want to join the show, it's a split screen. You don't have to cut your video on. You can leave it off. Everybody don't have good face days. I get it. But pull up, come hang out. If y'all got some thoughts and opinions and questions, whatever it may be. But I enjoyed the ball game, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Got to see more George Gums and everybody else at that spot. Cam James, just super impressive. It's like Andy Jean, who? Yeah, no shots at Andy Jean. I like that Andy Jean got an offer from Louisville. I think that'd be a good spot for him. Andy Jean's a dog, but he just couldn't get it healthy here, man. He can't make the club in the tub. Yeah, that type of vibe, but elite route runner. He's a tactician in that capacity, man. So him going to a pass happy Louisville, it might be a blessing in disguise for him. Sometimes players just need fresh faces, new coaches, man. And y'all smash the retweet, hit the likes. I'm only doing this on Twitter as well. All the logo talks, I'm gonna keep it right here. The post show. If you happen to miss it, any of the old ones, you can go on Stadium and Gale's YouTube channel. We post them there the next day. But when it's live, I want to do it right here on Twitter, where the people at, where I built the platform at. Engaging, vibing out. But I think Andy Jean will do well out there, man. Let me scroll back up, trying to see if I missed any questions. 5 wide sets, 50 wide receiver room, just reading everybody comments. Yeah, bro, we got to go 5 wide sets. I think some of the 12 personnel from Saturday, Jaquez Green was on here the other night. He said a little bit of the same thing. I think from a protection thing, they didn't trust the offensive lineman that we had on the field. 12 personnel, you get 2 tight ends on the field, a little extra protection, but it also takes some of your receivers off of the field and your vertical threats and your speed and whatnot. But we ran well. I thought DJ could have made some better decisions here or there, but that's a part of the football game. Running back room's crazy. Kanan Daniels is a guy. He explosive. And we didn't get to see a lot of him this fall. He on red shirt, but man, like before he got the little fumble rooski, the runs before that, like it's super explosive. The runs he got at the end of the Florida State game, super explosive, man. So we got some running backs, man. Charlotte quarterback transfer. Yeah, that's a good one too. What a great pickup. What a great pickup. As we was trying to find cause we had to find a QB2. I know they were trying to get Ryan Montgomery, I think, from Georgia right at signing day, but wasn't a big fan of that, even if they would have brought Ryan in. Even if it would have been fun, trolling Kirby and Georgia and all them, but that decision didn't make a lot of sense to me at the time when they first started leaking out that Ryan Montgomery is probably going to flip from Georgia to us, because then you got 2 freshmen. He's injured. So I don't think he's going to be ready to contribute next year. I think Tramel Jones needs a year. So now you got 2 guys in the same year that both need a year of just development and just getting bigger, whatever it may be. So I didn't understand that. But this makes more sense to me. You take one guy out of high school and then you find that stopgap guy. He was a freshman last year. So hopefully if DJ's healthy, he's able to create, redshirt and create a gap between him and DJ. But this time we got a guy that's a backup quarterback that's dual threat, can make throws. I watched his North Carolina game, some other games he had on tape for Power Five teams. Just he looked solid. Solid kid. Good kid for a guy that know he's gonna ride the bench for 2 years. It's hard to convince an athlete, a competitor to come ride the bench for 2 years, man. Bill was able to do it with a good one. Right after I doubted him. I ain't doubt him. I just said it's gonna be tough. Cause I know the one guy who some people say we didn't have offers for. I'm forgetting his name right now. It was another quarterback that was out there, but he ended up committing. And I was just like, man, this may be a tough task. And then an hour later, we come through with our backup quarterback, man. So it's been a good weekend. Caden Daniels or Webb, more carries next year, in your opinion? Man, that's a tricky one. I'm gonna walk on thin ice. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I don't want to ruffle any feathers. Cause you know how all this stuff, man. Opinions be offending people sometimes, but it's just that's tough, bro. Spring is gonna be very interesting. That's all I'm gonna say at running back, man. I don't want to throw anybody on the bus and get too opinionated, but everybody's gonna have to earn them snaps. I think RB1 and RB2 kind of solidified. It's maybe RB1 and RB1A to be real 1B, because I like Jacoby Jackson a lot. I think he brings a different type of punch than Ball brings. Ball's overall the best back, but Jacoby he's real deal. I like his game. Kanan Daniels is explosive. He shoot out of the cannon explosive. It's gonna be hard, man. Even the freshmen we got coming on campus, we talking about those three or four guys we got here, but man, the dudes that's coming in, like Clark is coming in to take some reps, bro. Like I said this when he first signed. Like I don't know what people think gonna happen. That boy is very versatile. There's a lot they could do with him. I don't see him sitting a long time. Yeah, shout out to Miles Graham. Miles Graham has looked like a stud all year. True freshman, holding his own. He's just one of them guys. He's a football guy. Pops raised a real football dude. And he got his first interception in the same stadium his Pops played, and I thought that was dope. But Miles Graham is a guy. Aaron Childs is a guy. And we still on the lookout to see what, Shamar James is going to do coming up with his decision. It could go either way. It could go one of three ways. I think it's three different directions. Yeah, he could transfer. He could go pro. He might stay. We just waiting and we see. Same thing with Tyreek Sapp. I think Tyreek Sapp stays. We'll see how it all plays out. Yeah. Do I think we're getting more wide receivers? Yeah. I think Jonte Cook and possibly one more is what I would say. I think Jonte Cook is a guy that they would take his commitment from, and then possibly one more. But if like it's math, simple math. That many guys are coming in, somebody gots to go. Somebody gots to go. Yeah, and there's no rush to do that now. So like you can actually be over your scholarship number, in the off season. You just gotta be back down to I think like 85 by fall. So they can play with the numbers a little bit here. It's kind of like tryouts, man. This thing is slowly becoming like getting rid of from amateurism, because that's what spring practice is about to be, a glorified like tryout. Players are gonna work out, check the depth chart at the end of spring football, see how everything shook out, where they at, and if they should hit the portal. And some of them guys is gonna bounce because you need reps to go pro. Yeah, we gotta get an OC. I think everybody on the same page there. And I'm just gonna sit back. You think Lamar? Do I think Shamar? I think Shamar. I think Shamar. That's tough. It just could go so many ways, man. I think he wants to stay, but I don't know. Business wise, what his team is telling him, what the NFL is telling him, all of that. You feel me? Because it's tricky. I don't know if he's a 3-down linebacker. I don't think he is. I think he'll test well, but it's all tricky. I don't know what he's hearing from the NFL for me to say what he would do. But I think somebody's probably gonna leave that room if it's not him. It's a matter of just sheer numbers and having to get stats and film, and if you may want more money, it's just a lot to be determined. But I love Shamar, man. I think Shamar has came here. I know some people be like, "Oh, he's asking for money again." I don't get it. I don't jump into too much of the business stuff, man. Like all these kids are renegotiating every year. That's just the way it's set up. So unfortunately, at the end of a year, like most people in any job, you got to review at your job. Most likely you be looking for a raise too. If you got that capability, hey, at the end of the year, we come back to the table and see, what you should get paid. So everybody's asking for more money at the end of the year. So I don't get caught up in like the rumors or what people may saying with the business stuff, bruh. Um, he's a Gator, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody has represented this thing as solid as Shamar since he's been here. There's not a whole nothing off the field. He just come, put in work, no social media shenanigans. He's quiet on the field. He lead where he can. He's a solid dude, bro. I've been around him a few times. He's a solid dude. I ain't forgetting Pup Howard. Pup Howard is a dog, but I don't think he's like I said, it's a lot of this staff got good problems. You got a lot of guys that can play. And you just got to earn them reps. They rotate quite a bit. So another thing too on championship teams, man, you got to like sell buy-in. That's going to be the difficult thing or the key thing I think in this new football era is, selling the dream of, let's sacrifice a little bit to get a championship. Like even the wide receivers that we're bringing in, if you bringing in all those guys, they got to come in with the mindset of, hey, we just want the whole room, the whole team to be good. If somebody comes off the field, there's no drop off. Like the talent just stays at a high level. But that takes, players killing their ego a little bit. And eventually teams are going to start doing. Some of these players are going to start linking up and wanting to make a super team type vibe. And that's when you're going to see a little difference with, players not bouncing every time like the depth chart shakes out a little bit and they're a little bit down the depth chart. So yeah, I think like the new football where we heading at is going to take for teams to keep some sustainability and go year after year with being successful. It's going to take a coach like implementing a different type of program where teams are sacrificing ego a little bit, stats, and trying to get a championship, and that's rare in college football. It's time like I think Cormani's going to have to take the next step. I want to see if they get a corner. I think they need to get one. The more I think about it, first I was saying we're okay and we might not need one because even if Devin Moore is hurt, but yeah, I think we need one. Dan, what up, man? Pull up if you got a minute, man. I'm just kicking it, man. Some logo talk. Hey, y'all smash retweet for me. We got 2,600 in here kicking it at one time right now. The love is big. It don't cost nothing to show love, man. Like, comment, share. We hanging out, bro. Every time something go down, if the vibes is good, I'm pulling up. I was out doing some shopping a little bit earlier. Finish up these last minute shenanigans and running around before I head up to the Smokies for Christmas. But happy holidays, everybody hanging out with us, man. It's a vibe. Yeah, I heard John Tatis. I heard the same thing. Ace Wade in the comments said he heard that. Yeah, John Tatis to take. You know, we'll see how he visited Washington before he came to us. I don't think he made the Colorado visit, but initially they were saying there was some Colorado conversation from him. Nothing materialized there. I think we're going into the dead period as well with the transfer portal. And also we just got to keep, in the front of our mind or in the back of our mind, however your mind works, that the kids that are in the playoffs, their transfer portal activity is different. So this thing is just not over. Like the people that was wigging out, acting all crazy earlier, I kept saying like the better team players really hadn't hit the portal yet. So just vibe out. Locked in for bed. I feel you, dog. What time it is? It's 10:27. Yeah. Laying in the bed with your old lady, bro. Listening to Unc, huh? That's wild, bro. That's wild. Tuned in on the road. How do I feel about Tom Herman? Tom Herman been on a nasty trajectory of down. So I don't know. Some of these dudes have a short window, man, of like when they offense work. It worked for like a couple years, they get hot. Like he was down out at Texas talking about hook 'em horns. I was a Tom Herman fan, but that shit went by quick. So I don't know. I think you need somebody. I'm not mad at it. I don't know what type of system he's running, how similar it is to what Billy runs, but you just need somebody with a similar offensive concept, but got better passing, chemistry, situational play calling. The pass concepts just seem a little off. Creativity in the red zone. was definitely lacking this past game. I know Tulane got a good red zone defense, but just what we was putting and running, I thought just wasn't super creative. Also keeping in mind, like when DJ Latway can't run, that's gonna limit Billy's play calling a little bit, man. You need that RPO for the offense to really do what it do, to freeze them linebackers, keep them out of passing windows. But if you ain't got no legs, it's hard to do that with the quarterback position, man. TJ Moore to the swamp. We all want TJ, bro. Like I was just saying earlier, we got to keep these Florida boys home. We just got to keep these Florida boys home. We watch Jeremiah Smith is going crazy up there, bro. He's a machine. Then you watch like TJ Moore going crazy, like putting dudes in the blender. Every capacity that if the play break down, he know how to find the open space. He know how to be a route tactician. Bro, he's just a professional. We gotta keep them boys home. So I'm glad that we got Dallas Wilson and BB3 keeping those two dudes home. I think it's big for Billy Napier and his staff. I don't want to discredit that or make it small whatsoever, bro. Yeah, the passing concepts got to get better. Yeah, I like the way Billy's CEO in it. He's building a good program. Like we're not getting into any off the field shenanigans. Players not getting into trouble. It's been very peaceful on that front. Knock on wood. The boys been keeping their nose clean, out the way, working. We starting to win some games. I'm gonna say we winning games now, but we starting to win some games. Getting 8 wins. Why I ain't like Miami coming and jumping on our furniture. That was super embarrassing. I wanted Billy fired right then and there, dog. I was done. But we keeping him, and he's still acquiring talent, bro. So I'm just gonna vibe out, see how he reshift his staff, how he rebuild this whole thing. Is Corn? I don't know what the OC list is, man. I be lying to y'all, bro. I like to lie about like winning football games and stuff like that, but I don't like lying about staffs, like possible boards and all that. I couldn't tell you. I think Dan got some information on that. We'll see what Dan was out in Tampa, hanging and chilling with the peoples this weekend. So we'll see if Dan got some insider or some, perspective on what the offensive coordinator search could be. I don't think it's gonna be anything quick, as we can see. Hey, don't say that, man. I don't like that, man. When the rest start, that means we're official. No, I don't like that, bro. That don't mean if we operating like Bama, like the rest don't even make the news. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta operate like Bama, not like Urban Meyer, not like Kirby. The boys, Bama kept it quiet. The boys didn't get in no shenanigans. What was I just saying? I was saying something before you start talking about the arrest. Don't distract me next time, bro. Now the Billy Bags is out, bro. The Billy Bags is out. These guys are recruiting good. OC board. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, I don't really have nobody in mind, bro. I just be lying. I really don't have anybody in mind. I just know he got to delegate it. I wouldn't mind if he gets somebody from the NFL. Will Harris pulling him from the NFL, I thought was a good find. Um, like, we'll see how it all plays out, man. I thought the defense played very well versus Tulane. Just because I'm about to talk a little Ron Roberts. Uh, the defense played very well versus Tulane, but Tulane also had a quarterback that was trying to find something not offensive to say. He was terrible. Just gonna keep it chill. He was terrible. Tulane had a terrible quarterback, so it's hard to really judge our defense. But that run game for Tulane was supposed to be very stout, like one of the best in the countries, and they couldn't see the light of day all night. So, and just shout out to them boys, man. Like defense came and do what they had to do. I got somebody ready about to hang out a kick. I got 3 people in the now he go. Like no, everybody's scared. Y'all having bad hair days, man. Gotta go ball like me, bro. Gotta go ball like me. Everybody want to jump into space. That's the thing right there. When they could just run their mouth and you gotta see their face, everybody want to talk. When you gotta show your face and shit, and they're like, nah, I'm cool on that, bro. I just want to be able to talk my shit, disrespect people in the spaces without, no video. It's smooth that way. They ain't having bad hair day. Same, bro. Same. That's why I shaved it. No bad hair days, man. Any chance Brian Johnson rumors true? Is Brian Johnson rumors? I be missing rumors. Is that a Brian Johnson to UF rumor that's going on? I like Brian Johnson. I rocks with him. I'm gonna text him and ask him. Dan, text Brian Johnson real quick, man. You gotta hit him up, Dan, real quick. Brian Johnson past concepts was fired with Kyle Trask. I tell you that. And I know he was in charge of most of what we saw when Dan Mullen was here. Was that was a fall off when Brian Johnson left. Dan Mullen lost a little sauce, so you can kind of read in between the lines a little bit there. He gets the NFL job, been elevating a little bit. It's why his offense. Some people that say, "Oh, his offense don't look that great in the NFL." Well, the NFL got the greatest coaches in the world. Like it worked in college because the talent level of coaches is a drop down from the NFL to college. Like it's a big drop off to keep it a bean. So I would take Brian Johnson at drop of a dime, no doubt in my mind. Defensive coordinator wise, I think we're gonna make a move, man. I seen the dude Heisman out there. Shout out to Heisman. I seen him tweet about Bateman out at Texas A&M. Like I thought Bateman should have been hired last time when they hired Austin Armstrong. I think Bateman left because he was a little salty about not getting that job the first time. Austin Armstrong, hindsight 2020, was definitely too young. I wouldn't be mad at Bateman coming back. Wouldn't be mad at that. Some familiarity. Ron Roberts did, like I was talking about the defense a little bit in that bowl game. Defense got better. But it's more components to keeping the job than small improvement. We'll see how it all plays out. I don't think Billy's gonna be in no rush. I think that's what I was saying earlier. This hire is gonna take a little while in my mind. Billy don't do anything quick. He's slow, methodical, thorough as far as boxes he want to check. Not thorough in all his hires has been great, but thorough in he has a process that he want to slowly work his way through, check boxes, find his guy. To be honest with you, we only need a staff. We don't need a full staff until spring football start. So you could wait for the bowl season to end, playoffs to end, also NFL playoffs, then try to find you a guy. Go through your process. You can start the vetting now. I'm pretty sure conversations is going on already. But I wouldn't expect, man, all the people that pissed down their leg the first 3 days the portal was open, you probably gonna piss down your leg again, fam. So just wear a diaper. It's gonna be a little minute while Billy look for this coach. You think B Spike's ever going to coach at UF? I wouldn't mind having, like, they got the staffs, but they're changing the rules in the NCAA where there's like not a lot of numbers on staff. So you don't, I mean, it's not, what am I talking about? There's no cap on, I think, is the new rule. There's no cap on staff numbers. So yeah, I wouldn't mind trying to find a role for Brandon Spikes on the team or around the program. I don't know what that may look like, but I like former guys around the program just to have that little edge. Like, of course, like our head coach, we're not in a position where Georgia got one of their guys as their head coach, like a guy that played for Georgia. Clearly, we can't have Tebow come coach right now, right? So it's hard for us to get that same passion that like a Kirby got, being a former Dog, Mario Cristobal being a former King. And those are like two guys we're battling a little bit. So yeah, I won't, even Florida State, I think they got a couple guys out there that's former Florida State on staff, even though they cheeks. But yeah, I wouldn't mind having Spikes around the program just to be able to bring that type of energy, that type of passion of I played here before. He's a rah-rah guy. He's a leader, alpha. He's that type of dude. He's already like ducking his head into recruiting, getting his takes off in this world. He's around it a little bit more. But I wouldn't mind, yeah. I don't know what that roles look like. They got to find a general manager as well, I think. I know we're talking about offensive coordinator, defense coordinator. The way college football is going now and the way these kids are getting paid, there's a general manager role coming to college football. And we'll see how like these staffs build their teams going forward to reflect, the recruiting process. Like it's more NFL. Like these are real deal business moves now, bro. Roster management, cap management, all of that. We kicking it. I got 2 people. I don't know if y'all like. I'm about to kick y'all out, bro. I don't know who this behind the scene, man. I gotta kick y'all out. Y'all making it weird in here. If you want to join the show, Rand Carthon, like he's got a good NFL job, man. I don't know if he want to leave pro football to come do it here. Interested to see what that type of salary looks like too in college football for a general manager. Who was the other commit? Give me his name. I like the kid out of Massachusetts. I don't have that in front of me, but I like that take as well. You needed a guy. He got 2 years to play. What's his name? Let me go to the Stadium and Gale page so I can get it real quick. I ain't have time to prep for no show. I just hit the logo talk button. Kofi. Kofi is his name. Kofi Asari. I think I got that right. He's from Massachusetts. Went to UMass. 6'5", 250. Tall. Very tall guy. Puerto Rican is a 3-star. We don't pay attention to the Puerto Rican. They have guys like Bud Elliott running that, man. So we don't really pay that no mind. They just be throwing Puerto Ricans around, bro. Florida State was number 3 in Puerto Ricans last year, and they got a whole bunch of mid. Reginald. He has played 10 games, 23 total tackles, 10 solo, 5.5 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, 1 pass breakup, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery. 2 years remaining. With Pyburn, I think you had 1 year remaining. So you just get a guy in the room. He's got to come in ready to compete. At 6'6", I wouldn't mind trying to like bulk him up, put his hand in the dirt as well. I got to check out more tape to see how athletic this guy is, but 6'5", 6'6", that's a big dude. But the staff really like him. I think he can set the edge and rush the passer. As we know with Pyburn, his 1 sack, that he's just not that pass rushing guy. He's not a 3rd round guy, even though he was asking for those type of snaps. But on the staff thinks this guy can set the edge and get out to the passer, similar to a George Gums. 6'5", 250 is absolutely insane. But size, that's one of the things they like. Pause. They want big dudes. Pause. There's smoke that he could enter, but we'll see. Who you talking to? Who you talking to, Ace? Y'all cut out all the weird fake transfers, fake commits, bro. Y'all like engagements are addicting, bro. Like it really is addicting. Like some of y'all, the well runs dry. There's no telling where y'all would go to get a light. TJ Moore. Yeah, I know it's big tampering going on with TJ Moore. I think the whole country is tampering with TJ Moore. Pause. You be crazy not to. True freshman, the way he cooking, just nasty. And Clemson ain't trying to pay nobody outside of tithes and offerings. I don't think Clemson dropping bags like that. TJ Moore got to know his worth, man. Shop around a little bit, my boy. You might get, hit some different type of checks. Oh, TJ Mama said it's not true. See, y'all talk too much. Now y'all got his mama talking. See what I'm saying? Yeah. TJ out of Tampa, man. We'll see how it all plays out, bro. Like, we'll see how it all plays out. I don't know anything. And this show is parody. Most of the stuff on this show is alleged and here for jokes. So you screen record me, make sure you screen record my disclaimer. This is a parody show. But I like TJ Moore. If he doesn't come, I still like my receiver room. Pause. I like Jonte Cook. If we could get him in there. And I think both of my freshman receivers are coming to play this year. I think we got guys that's ready to contribute, even though, 9 times out of 10, you're looking for the transfer portal guys to be those guys that, impact the roster. But just like we've seen them young freshmen, Florida freshmen around the country cooking, I think we got 2 guys that's coming in that could cook right away. And then you bring in J. Michael Sturvin from UCLA, a ball player. Like we already got Baby Mazzell on the roster. Like Mazzel's a gazelle. Mazzell the gazelle. Like dude can flat out run. I don't think we utilize him to the best of his abilities this year. That's the thing. Like you're getting all these playmakers. That's what I want to see Billy do. Be able to get these boys the ball. Like you can have a million ball players, but you got to know how to feed these guys, bruh. That's what made Urban Meyer so special, bruh. Like he did it. Like Dan Mullen never even did it by himself. Like while Dan Mullen was calling the plays when he was here with Mullen, like with Meyer, but Meyer found a way to please everybody, to get everybody touches, everybody ate. It was good vibes. Like players feed off of that. They all eating. So Billy's got to do a better job of that. Uh, didn't think he used a couple of guys in the right way. Eugene Wilson, Aiden Mazzell, and that's just personnel stuff and usage. That's where he needs some help at, in my opinion. I like 75% of the things Billy do. It's just that 25 means a lot because that's like the football field. I think it's broken up in like 4 parts. The situational play calling, the personnel, all that's just in-game coaching is that final 25 that matters the most, like the culture of the team's good, strength and conditioning, like the talent acquisition, like it's just that 25% he got to clean up. Hey, y'all smash retweet. Hit like. It don't cost nothing to like, show love. I'm on here talking an hour to my damn self. It's just vibes, man. Kicking it with my people. It's Logo Talk. I'm gonna run these a couple days a week. If you missed the entire live show, we'll have it on Stadium and Gale's page tomorrow. If you ever miss one, you wake up one morning like, oh shit, they did a Logo Talk. Just go to Stadium and Gale's YouTube page. Make sure y'all subscribe to that page. We're trying to get some interviews this week with some players on campus. Keep that type of content flowing. I'm gonna be recording out of. If we do any pop-ups, I'm gonna be recording out of the Smoky Mountains. Anybody in Tennessee in the Smoky Mountain area, Dustin, I know you probably listening, man. What up, man? We gotta go tubing together in a couple of days, bro. Tap in with me. Y'all type in. Y'all give me y'all starting 4 wide receivers. If we're in the 4 receiver set, man. Y'all tap it in the comments, man. Give me y'all 4 receiver set. Yeah, I like Vernell Brown on punt return, kickoff return, that type of vibe. 100%. Did I see Heisman said? No, I haven't seen anything Heisman said. I'm on here kicking it with y'all. If something pop off, y'all let me know. I may have to hit pause. So I got a couple. I think I got a couple Jonte trolls I want to get off, possibly. If this shit happens tonight, we might break Twitter tonight. Twitter gonna be hot tonight. Everybody talking greasy about Lagway, bro. That bowl game is what it is. He's a freshman, but it ain't gonna stop these boys. Like your tweets ain't real life. Your trolls ain't real life. In real life, killers want to play with killers. And Miami ain't got no killer. So nobody want to go down there and play. With that. They got the misdemeanor this time. I hope Heisman is right. That's what I got to say about that. Okay, I see. Let me see this 4. Let me put these 4 receiver sets up here. My man got Wilson, Mazzell, Stir. I like the Wilson and Wilson shit, bro. Mazzell, Stir. I ain't mad at that. Yeah, I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at it at all. You got Trey on the inside, Trey and Mazzell on the inside. You got J. Michael and Dallas on the outside. That's big speed right there, bro. It's a lot of 100-meter on the field. Big 100-meter. Number track speed right there. Let me see what my man right here got. What we got? That's a simple. Yeah, you got the same setup. Same setup. I ain't mad at that, bro. Everybody got the same setup. Y'all might know something. Let me find out. Everybody got the same setup so far. Okay. I ain't mad at that. Yeah, that's probably the 4 I would have. That's kind of bold to put. Who else we got on the outside though to keep a guy like Dallas off the field? I guess it would be if we add another guy to the portal. I think Jonte, he's more of a slot as well. But I want them to cross train. I want them to get Mazzell outside some. He's not a small dude, you know, like stature wise. So I want to see them be like get find a way to enter like just cross train these dudes. So you're getting your best three on the field. You're not stuck into spots. Like it bothered me throughout the season where you find like when Mazzell is, you know, being taken out or sub by Trey Wilson. It's like, bro, nah, like this two of our fastest guy. Let's trying to find a way to keep him on the field, maybe take 88 off. Like type shit. Jackson. How the hell you get Jackson on the phone? That's the tight end? You just want to be different, cuz I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing there. You put the tight end, Amir Jackson out there, the wide. I think he guy definitely could flex out. He definitely could flex out wide, give you that bigger presence. That's what I was. That was gonna be a part of my lies if we didn't get a Dallas Wilson or anybody, no kill out of the pack out of the portal was, start getting Amir out there to maybe be one of them big receivers. Give me your fifth receiver. Everybody got the same four wide. Who that fifth guy to come on the field? Khalil Jackson will be back. Yeah, he may be back, but it's gonna look different when he get there. Like it's like coming home from jail. Old lady ain't the same. Homeboys ain't the same. Like vibes change, bro. Like you been doing a stretch. So he might come back home. He might be back, but it's gonna be different for him. And Billy better not play with my room, bro. You gotta like just let these boys fight for it, bro. Keep the competition authentic. Keep it thorough. Let it be what it be, man. Sports is at its best when it's just pure competition, no politics. We ain't like listen, we ain't gotta push nobody out. I told y'all what push people out. You gotta go pro. You gotta get reps. You're not getting no girl sitting on the bench. Like you ain't gotta force nobody out in that room. Spring football is gonna force people out as these young boys coming in that's gonna be pressing these older guys for reps. Like it's gonna be hard in practice to be average and to do average things and keep your reps with a guy like Dallas Wilson and the VB3 on the sidelines. Like them dudes gonna be making plays. So you're not gonna have to force nobody out. Like when a senior sitting on the bench behind a freshman, that's embarrassing. Like ain't gotta force nobody out. It's gonna be politely leave the room. You know what I'm saying? A church exit. But it's all good, man. It's a part of the game. It's coming around the whole country, bro. You gotta compete. Hey, man. Is Burrito jump on my field as a receiver this year? Like, I don't even know that's how you say his name. No disrespect to that boy, man, but there's no way he should be seeing the field. I'm interested to see how 22 bounced back. Interested to see how he bounced back, man. I don't like to write nobody off, bruh. You know what I'm saying? But I just know the type of competition that's going to be at these spring practices at linebacker. Like, think about this shit, bruh. Middle linebacker, edge, defensive tackle. They got young boys there, dog, but it's competition at every spot, bro. You just not finna show up and be handed a spot because you older. TJ Moore soon come. I don't know, man. If TJ Moore is soon come, bro. I hope so. I hope he answered the portal. We'll see. Y'all showing up late to the show asking old questions, man. Do I think Shamar leaves? It's just hard for me to say, bro. I think Shamar is one of those dudes that just want to be a Gator. He a Gator like through and through. I don't have anything bad to say about him. However he leaves, man, like he just came here just like Marshall. Like them dudes came here, put in work, earned their stripes, did what they had to do on the field. Not a lot of shenanigans, not a lot of ego, just out the way. Professionals. So I don't have nothing bad to say about Shamar. I think Shamar is a good athlete. The room is just full, and he's one of the older guys in that room that might not want to share reps. Like some of this just be business and just what it is. Who y'all got for kickoff return? Punt return next year. Of course, Vernell Brown is definitely a popular name. 100%. And I get it. I think you just find a way, just like Vernell, you got to find a way to put the ball in his hands. I like that too, bro. Because I think Eugene Wilson need guys to push him maybe to tough through some injuries here and there, play, a little bit better, up his game. Because he's a guy on our roster that we all covet, but injuries, he hasn't really hit like he's supposed to. But when you have guys like Vernell Brown behind you, you bring in Jonte Cook, Mazzell at that spot, like you gotta your time could be up soon. It just creates more pressure. But I want to see Eugene Wilson just fight through some injuries, all that type of stuff. Why is Rubio name in the chat? I thought it was a serious operation I was running over here. Now we got Rubio in the chat. We've already gave Rubio, a political touchdown. Hopefully his daddy donate to the NIL part of the program, all that stuff. But we gave him his Rudy moment. I appreciate Billy for giving them boys a Rudy moment, man. But let's not talk about Rubio on here, man. Yeah. Billy like running backs at kickoff return. I ain't mad at Barr at kickoff return. Though. I think he had some decent returns this year. I don't really talk greasy about none of Billy's special teams. I thought DK was going to be a terrible punt returner. He turned out to be a good one. Super solid. I was not with the DK take last year. I thought that boy was going to be super mid. He proved me wrong. So, shout out to DK, man. One time for that boy. I wouldn't be mad at Mazzell returning kicks or punts. Just straight line speed. Super fast, man. 11 was getting off like early in the game in the bowl game. It just, I guess it works too good. Every time some shit work, they get away from it. Man, I seen Mazzell put somebody in a blender at Georgia game. I just knew the rest of the season we was about to see that. Some slanting goals, some one-on-one situation. He's just putting guys. Your Tank and Abrams is interesting. I think eventually one of them leave. I think they're the same guy. I don't want nobody to leave. I think Tank. I thought that when we first took both of them. I think they're the same guy. Tank's faster on the straight line speed, but size wise, position they play. Look at you see. This is a parody account. None of this is real, factually based. A lot of it's far fetched, allegedly. But I don't think both of those guys, at the minimum, one's leaving. Possibly two. Just bringing in the type of dudes we're bringing in could make some people just exit out, man. Hey, y'all smash that retweet. Don't cost nothing to show love. We almost at 4,500. Yeah, I don't know why Rubio name was in here, man. I don't even want to keep saying his name. I may jump in political algorithms with my content, and I don't want that type of beef. And folks I just got political people off my back, bro. I got caught up in that for like 2 months, bro. It was like, wasn't even political. I just be joking. Just be perspectives, But now one of them dudes is gonna leave, in my opinion. With all these receivers, do you think Billy might be changing up the offensive scheme? Oh, I think he's just doing some good roster management, man. I don't think the scheme changes a whole lot. That's just my take. We'll see how it plays out. But I think it's just raising your floor, and then competition to push out and cut the fat, you know. It's just getting in the gym a little bit, man. Doing away with maybe some fat, man. Just making the roster a little better. But I don't think he's gonna change the offense a whole lot. I think whoever he brings in is gonna be in the same ideology of the things he want to do offensively. We do offensively, like we do want to throw the ball around. Like we got pass happy with AR sometimes where he was throwing the ball way too much. Like it's just the pass concepts. Like it's not like we out here being Army or some shit, like old Georgia Tech. Nah, we just it's the passing concepts and situational play calling, the overplan to get the fourth down. That ideology I think sometimes just puts us in the box. But we'll see. We'll see. It's not gonna be quick. Told y'all, if you got anxiety, I advise you to get you some medical marijuana or some type of prescription to keep you calm. If you want things to move a little bit fast and rapido, it's just not gonna happen. It's gonna be this dude taking his time. He ain't in no rush. And there's no need to be in a rush right now. Yeah, I'm not mad at the offensive system. I think the run schemes are top tier. Like his run schemes are creme de la creme. Love Billy run schemes. Like I said, I don't think the offense is bad. I just think it's the way he calls it sometimes is just awkward to me, and that's fine. We just gonna see how he shifts. If he, don't change anything, then it's just becoming like we probably need to get the Viking hats. But right now, you just let it play out. There's people every day that come in my mentions and tell me, "Well, all this talent, we're not gonna get an offensive coordinator, bro. Just let it happen. If it happens, then we'll criticize it. If it doesn't happen, but today we just got talent. Enjoy life, bro. Like you got to be great at parties, dog. Like the way you just can't enjoy things, man. I know people don't invite you to shit. Some of y'all don't know how to enjoy anything, dog. Like you got people get a 5-star and be like, "Oh, why would he want to come play for Billy's offense, bro? Shut up. Like go go bear crawl on 95, fam. Like you just killing the vibes, man. This is talent acquisition time. We'll get into coach changing all that stuff. That season's on the way, but right now, the boys is getting us talent, dog. Hey, y'all smash that retweet. Likes don't cost nothing. It's free. It's 11 o'clock. About to get up out of here soon. Happy holidays to everybody too, man. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Dallas Wilson is a Gator. 5 stars is in the building. The bags is out in the 352. Y'all can't tell me Nathaniel. If you a rival, go ahead and block me all off season because I'm about to be ridiculous. Can't stop, won't stop. The logo. Y'all fucked around and gave me a good quarterback and a recruiter. I just gotta get me an OC. And then I'm gonna get real ignorant. But right now, I got me a quarterback that's gonna be in the Heisman race out the gate. I got some killers around him. And we finna spin the block. Straight like that. Straight like that, bro. Y'all boys block me up. If you, like I said, if you're a robber, you the ops. If you happen to be tuning in, man, it's gonna be a long off season, bro. I'm not gonna run out of jokes, I promise you. And this is all a parody account. Information you heard on here tonight could or could not be true. I could be serious. I could not be serious. Everything's alleged. But not the acquisition of Dallas Wilson. We'll see what plays out with Jonte Cook as well. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. Any more questions? Nobody joined the show tonight. I done talked over an hour by myself, just vibing, answering questions. Hey, Stadium and Gale is tomorrow night. Make sure y'all pull up to the Stadium and Gale live show. It's me, Dan Thompson, Nick Della Torre from Florida Victorious, former running back Jordan Scarlett. We kick it every Monday night live. Stadium and Gale. Go follow the Twitter page or X, whatever you want to call it. Go to YouTube. Check out our old interviews, shows. We be partying a little bit. OC is already here. We're getting a new tight end. OC is not here. Don't you wish that on me, Ricky Bobby. I don't know what you talking about. The OC is not here. Anybody that's OC right now, if there's somebody that's calling plays right now, I don't know who it may be. They be debating, oh, Billy don't call the plays. Well, whoever call them don't need to call them next year. I don't know who called them, but whoever called them this year, don't call them next year. So if he on staff, it's time for him to, let go the books, the sheets, pass the sticks, my boy. We've seen enough. You got about 5, 6 plays, bro, and all you do is switch sides with them bitches. Need somebody new to come in here. I mean, you just gotta have somebody with some type of like Russ Callaway. No shots at him if he was calling the play. Whoever calling the plays, just don't. You gotta this is a 2-year run. I think you gotta maximize everything. It's the same thing they do in the wide receiver room. They doing with the talent on the roster. They gotta do the same thing with the coaching staff. Like you gotta up the floor. You gotta bring in guys that have, maybe have some championship pedigree, some pro pedigree, but Billy's got to get more talent around him. He's been bringing in young guys as we've been watching him do this thing. Austin Armstrong, we have one of the youngest staff. It's not the youngest staff in the country. Now get some seasoned guys around you that know how to do this thing, that has won at a high level. Maybe come in at some of these positions and play calling spots. But it's an opportunity to advance the staff. And if you tell me whoever was calling the plays last year is still gonna be calling the plays, and I don't even want to hear that, bro. It's time. Nah, it's time. Whoever was calling got to go, brother. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Russ got to show me something too with the tight end development, man. I'm watching everybody. It ain't even personal. I'm judging Billy Gonzalez. His development of wide receivers when they come in from high school. It's cool getting receivers out of the transfer portal, but what are we doing with the receivers that we bring in through the high school ranks? All of that's still important. We're promising these kids when we go to their high school, when we sit in their living room, that we're gonna bring you here, develop you to become a model citizen, pro, all of that stuff. And you got Andy Jeans exiting. We just talked about a couple guys that may be leaving, guys that we want pushed out. But in the grand scheme of it all, we gotta, just like every other position. Think they're doing a good job at that at DN, linebacker, offensive line, developing a little bit. DB. You want to bring some guys in to supplement, but right now, so far, our best receivers have came through the portal. So they got to clean up that part of it. Kids getting in through the high school ranks, and then going from a freshman to juniors, making plays, then going off to the NFL. So I think Billy Gonzalez, eye on him possibly. Just, hey, I think you recruited decently, but development, there's a little bit to be desired. Same thing tight end. Like, what's been really developing? What's what? I seen some promise in Livingston. You feel me? Artist Bordenham didn't really turn out how I thought he would. Zip got hurt, so I don't want to throw no fault on anybody for Zip getting hurt. But then you got Hayden Hansen, and then recruiting wise, we'll see how Amir Jackson work out. Got my eye on that one, but it's a bottom line business. All of this stuff is, bro. It's just what it is. And I'm gonna say this, bro, and this is all, like I keep telling you, this is all alleged, and this is the parody account, but in a parody way, J1 Sider wants to come coach with the Florida Gators, man. So, staff, if you're listening, I got his phone number. Hit me up, allegedly. Got to up the talent. And I don't know how big these staffs could be. I think there's no limit to the staff size, man. We out of here. We over 5,000 on a random. The first night I did 10K, but that was kind of planned. 5,000 ain't no slouch either, man. I appreciate 5,000 people on a late Sunday night giving me their ears and their attention, man. It's all love. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Retweet, like, share. Hayden Hansen has turned into a real weapon at tight end. I mean, a butter knife is a weapon if you use it right. Technically, Ace. So when you say a real weapon, mace is a weapon. Pepper spray. It's different type of weapons. Pocket knife. What kind of weapon are we talking? I like him, but I don't know weapon wise. I think he's a big dude. He blocks well. He's a big easy target. Weapon is not what I don't see weapon yet. I think Livingston could be a weapon. I like his athleticism. He gets open a little bit, catching a run, got in the end zone. Former basketball player. He got a makeup of like, some of what a lot of good tight ends have been in the last like, decade and a half, like in the NFL. A lot of basketball players turn tight end. So I like the room and what it could be, but if we just talking like what's been here and what's been developed, like what's your track record? Like there's just a few rooms where we could just say, oh, we possibly could do better. Like, what's up with it? Just ideas, something to, think ponder on a little bit. Yeah, I can't. Everybody's looking for a quarterback, man. That's another thing too. Most of our roster, most of the team we're gonna play next year gonna have new quarterbacks. Some of what I was talking yesterday on the timeline, like, I was just put some game on that. I was tweeting yesterday saying a lot of these coaches don't want to play the young boys. Like you look around the country, like transfer portal is so popular and it's jumping, and of course because it's just talent acquisition. But like some of these coaches don't want to put a freshman or sophomore out there until they absolutely all the way ready. And that's just not how, like, it's just not an ideal way of developing kids and developing a program. Kids are gonna leave, or they're not gonna even get better until they get on the field. Like some of the guys that you send out freshmen, they're gonna make mistakes. Like Jordan Castell, we'll see if it pays off by next year. But I think, getting barbecued for 2 or 3 years, like eventually, it starts to work. I've seen it happen with Marcus May, Keanu Neal, a lot of our old safeties, bro. Like they got better and they started eating they last year. Sometimes it takes some time, bro. It just takes reps and learning this game. But you can't learn the game on the bench. You're not gonna get better just practicing. And some of these coaches are gonna recruit the portal over their young guys instead of putting them out there to make mistakes and developing them through the mistakes on the field because there's a pressure to you got to win right now, or the fan base go crazy. They want to fire you. Billy kind of fought through that noise a little bit. We'll see if it plays out in the long haul, but he's been playing a lot of young guys all these years that should pay off next year for us. You got to develop the guys on the field. You can't develop guys by them being at practice. They don't look good at practice. They don't look perfect at practice. That next recruiting year, you bring in the porter guys, junior or senior, to come in over your freshman, sophomore that has a higher ceiling than this 25-year-old man that been in college forever. He's just an older guy that just know how to move around a little bit, but he's at his ceiling. You just limited in your roster. You also stunting the players' growth. You got to play these boys young, especially when you recruiting these high 5-star, high 4-star kids. Put them boys on the field, let them make some mistakes. Like the ceiling's high. It's worth the risk is worth the reward when you playing them boys like that. Like it's just what it is. Like a lot of these coaches don't want to go through that. Every year you just see new older guys come through the door year after year, bringing another junior and senior year after year, bringing a 1 year guy. We talking about it at quarterback a lot, but it's at every position. Then you look outside the country, like some of the good programs that are playing a young freshman. Like how many freshman receivers are playing and getting those type of minutes? We talk about the Jeremiah Smiths of the world, and we talk about TJ Moore, but are the Florida programs even playing freshman receivers when they get them like that? They waiting for them to be perfect. Like Ohio State has been getting Florida boys and throwing them out there in the fire right away. Clemson has a track record of that right away. You gotta throw these boys in the fire and let them fight through it a little bit, bro. But a lot of times, these 5 stars that are going to the Florida program, they sit, and then we start saying, "Oh, he ain't ready, or he can't do this. He don't know the playbook." Put them boys on the field. Let them make mistakes, man. Your dream OC hire? I don't, bro. I don't. College football's at a funky spot right now, dog. I don't know who's the superstars, coaching wise. I just don't think there's any. I mean, I like Chip. I like the way Chip Kelly went to go be an offensive coordinator. So the right old guy, like maybe fire Lincoln Riley, and we could get a guy like him to come be OC, a guy that just don't like the pressures of being a head coach, and just want to just do the X's and O's and not have to worry about being a CEO of NIL and dealing with boosters and everything else that comes with trying to run a program these days. Get one of those guys, but I don't think there's any superstar coordinators right now in college football whatsoever. Billy Gonzalez in a great situation. What you Dan Mullen need a coach or something here in Vegas? Yeah, I think we just should probably explore getting. I know he on the last year of his contract. I don't like firing people. People got families and lives and all that stuff. So, and this is also a parody show, but I don't like firing people. But like he on the last year of his contract, I think we could go get a receiver coach to up the room a little bit. The room is fire. I think it's a collective effort with how well that room is put together. But most of the roster, like these guys, like this, I think there's people that we don't know of the names. It's a lot of names we don't hear and see that help land a lot of these recruits, man. So if Billy was to leave Gonzalez, if he was to move on, it may just be, uh, you know, promoting somebody on the staff because there's some off the field guys that can just flat out coach and recruit that help put that room together. We'll see how it all plays out, man. Like I said, tomorrow y'all pull up Stadium and Gale. It's been a vibe. I'm kicking it. Y'all got more questions? I'll hang out a little bit more. I got a little bit more time, but I gotta get out of here soon. I gotta travel tomorrow. Going to the smokies for the holidays, man. It's Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you may celebrate. Happy all that. Peace, love, and blessings. Oh man. How we out of here, man? It's Logo Talk. We hit 5,300 tonight. If you missed the entire show, it'll be on Stadium and Gale tomorrow. I'm out of here, man. Y'all hold it down, man. We got Dallas Wilson. Whole lot of 5-star shit. If you're opposition, just block me, bro. Mute me. Do whatever you gotta do to have peace in your life because I'm gonna be ridiculous, bro. I apologize in advance. I'm out.